Hello friends, welcome to all. Today we are going to discuss Business Regulatory Framework subjects. Unit number first, Law of Contract General Principle is basically depend upon the Indian Contract Act 1872. In the last video we have discussed what is meant by contract, what is the history of Indian Contract Act 1872 and the various related concepts relating to contract. Into that we have understand what is the offer, what is the promise, what is the promisor and promisee, and agreement, consideration, and law related to enforceable law. So from last video we have to move from our next point, that is the essentials of valid contract. We have known that when two persons are making agreement and it is enforceable by law, it's become a contract. But various time there is some type of confusion between the people. How can we can differ the contracts and the agreement? How can we can differ which agreement or which contract is going to be valid in the sense of legality? So we have to understand what is the essentials. What is the essentials of valid contract? Sometimes this is called as also the features of valid contract. So we are going to for this point by one. Into that we have to understand the first point or first essential thing, that the proper offer and its acceptance. So at the time of agreement, at the time of offer, we must know that the offer which is offered by one person, it should be in a proper way. It should be in a proper way, because we know that as per the Indian Contract Act section 2A, the offer have something essential things. I have repeat more than one more time for that. So if suppose anyone giving an offer, it should be legal, it should be in a legal manner, okay? And to that it have minimum two parties. At least when the person have making offer and someone is accepting it, so there is minimum at least two parties have to be involved. You cannot make offer to yourself and you are accepting it to yourself, because it cannot be matters in legality, okay? If any party, I am giving you an example, if any partnership firm is going to be dissolved, okay, and it is going to be dissolved, it making a case in a court, and they are offered to making dissolution of partnership, but in that sense they cannot make that we always making ourselves all the legalities and we promise each other. When there is a two person, it is a partnership firm, but in the sense of the sole proprietor, it cannot make all the contract related to himself, because he is the only person who making that business. So when you are making the offer, at least there is a two person, or when you are making contract, it should be a two parties. With this also we have a proper acceptance, in which format you have to be making that offer to that person in a proper way. Same, he has to be giving his assent, or he is giving consent, or he is show his acceptance about that offer. If that people is not giving proper acceptance or in a proper format, it should not be considered as a proper acceptance by that people, okay? If we understand the first point, we have to be move in the next point, that the second point is also very important. The second point is that the lawful object, okay? The object which you have to be considered in that contract, it should be very lawful, okay? Lawful object, as per the Indian Contract Act section 10, when you are making any contract, there is something mean in that contract. You have relating some type of your object into that contract which you want to be fulfilled from that contract, but the object which you have to be decide in that, it must be a lawful. It must be a lawful. It should not be a fraudulent. It should not be a fraudulent. Or it must not be a illegal. If you are making any contract and your purpose is to making something illegal activities or intention to immoral practices against the public, If I am giving you example, when two people are coming together and making the contract, we have to be fool the public relating to anything. It should not be a lawful contract, because in that sense your object to making fraud with someone, and you cannot make this type of contract in the sense of lawful object. It is a illegal or unlawful object, so this contract cannot be considered as a valid contract because its intention, its object is unlawful. Then third one is when the agreement is made by the people, it should be express declaration. The agreement which you have to be made before the contract with the legal formalities, you have to be made that agreement with express clearly. You have to be express your all the legal consent, your objective, your consideration with a very legal format. Because if your agreement is not valid, your legal consideration or the everything which you have to be considered in that contract, it should not be clear, then your expression, your consideration should not be considered as a legal or a very clearful about the in the sense of who is accepting that offer or who is ready to make that contract. So your agreement which is not expressed clearly is not considered as a valid contract. Then when you have to be make a valid contract, you should be create very clear certain meanings about that agreement. Then fourth point is intention to create legal relationship. Intention to create legal relationship. When you are making contracts with your parties, the parties with you are offer, you are communicated, you have intention to make a legal relationship between them. Then what is the relationship? We all know that every relationship is divided into two parts: the formal relationship and informal relationship. Which is informal relationship? When the people with whom you are living with yourself, your friend, your family, your neighbors, your relatives, all these people with whom you are relating every day, these are the informal relation, which is not clearly written that how we are obey with them, how we are living with them, because all the certain things are not clear. But when you are making contract with any person, it should be a legal relationship, because we have to be perform all the legal performance, action and work related to contract. That's why the action or intention with that contract to make a legal relationship with that person, it is able to write all the legal formalities between them. Then fifth point is free consent. So what is mean by free consent? Free consent, it means when you are making contract, your opposite person who is giving the acceptance about that, his acceptance should not be making any burden or any type of the forcefully taken by him. If that person is under any pressure, suppose you are making contract with the burden of your family or with the burden of your boss, if you are in any business and you are accepted any offer with your burden of boss, then it should not be considered as a free consent, because at that time you are not ready to perform that action, not ready to perform that contract. So your consent is not free, and at the last your contract will become as a void contract. So at the time of contract, you should consider that, you should understand that all the related parties who is coming together in a contract, it should be have a legal free consent. It should not be any type of the burden between the parties. Okay. Then sixth point is We are going to in the 6th point. The 6th point is very important. The capacity of the performing parties. Capacity of performing parties. Performing parties, the persons who are entered into the contract, they are ready to make that work. The parties have some legal establishment, legal intention between that contract. As per the section 23, as per the section 23, as per the section 11, as per the section 11 of the Indian Contract Act 1872, the capacity of the parties have to be described, and all the persons are able to make contract except the 3 persons. 3 persons are not able to come into the contract at any type of the contract with the special rules. Into that, the first person is that the minor person. The minor person. Then who is the minor person? The person who does not complete his age of 18. Who is below the underage of 18 is considered as a minor age. He is not able to perform any legal action as per the legal rule. So any minor person who is come into the contract is not considered as a legal person because it is unable to perform his performance. He is a minor to that one. It is possible to make a contract with any minor, but in that sense you have to be considered any parent or any responsible person within that. If he is ready to perform his action against him, then it is possible to do. Then second person is unsound mind. Is unsound mind, or in the sense we can consider as a the person who is considered as a sound mind. Sound mind means he is not mentally disabled. Okay, the person who is mentally able, then it is called as sound mind. He is able to understand everything, he is able to analyze everything, he is able to performance your contract performance. But who is unable to do anything, he is a mentally disabled person, it cannot come into the contract because he is not able to understand what you are offering him, what is the performance. So the contract with unsound mind people, it is not considered as a legal contract or legal or valid contract. Then third person is unlawful by unlawful persons. There is a brief history or the brief there is a brief all the concept given into the contract that who is a illegal or unlawful person. If suppose any person who is insolvent by the court or the very authorized person or very authorized institution, he is not able to come into the contract because it is unable to make any type of the monetary terms of contract because it is already declared as a insolvent, or any type of the people who is considered as a terrorist for Indian government or the terrorist or a very criminal lawful person. So with that person also you cannot make any type of contract because it is very unlawful people as the under of the act. So all the contract which is related to these 3 persons are not considered as a performing party. He is unable to perform his contract performance or action, so the contract makes with these 3 persons, it is considered as a void contract. Then 7th point is certain meaning. Then what is mean by certain meaning? When you are making contract, you should be have the performance is certain or something which is able to express, which is able to write. You cannot make any contract which is uncertain about the future. If suppose a person making contract with B, that suppose after 2 days I will making you certain of the money after the this or this location. In this contract, the certain money or something desirable money is not described. So how can we justify that contract in the sense of legality? Because the money term or the monetary term is not considered very certain manner. So in the future it can be become as a void contract. So at the time of you making contract, you should be certain about anything with your dates, with your performing person who is receiving a consideration or whose performance is what. All things you have to be made very certain. Thereafter that contract is become as a valid contract. Then 8.1 is possibility of performance. The which action is considered into the contract, the performance which is noted down in the contract, it should be able to perform. It should be able to perform. It should not be very infuturable or unpredictable job, because it is an unperformable job. It cannot be considered as a valid contract. If suppose tomorrow 2 person come into the contract that I will take you on the moon, I will take you on the Mars, but in the sense of current scenario it is possible to go any individual person to the Mars? No, because it is unable to perform that one. So that contract is become automatically unvoidable contract. It is not valid because in the current sense the performance is not possible. The contract has to be made on the very possible performance only. Okay, so possibility of performance is also very important. 9th point is lawful consideration. Lawful consideration. The consideration which are you to be intense in your contract, this consideration should be a lawful. As per the section 23, section 23 of your Indian Contract Act 1872, the consideration which has to be noted into contract, it should be a lawful. It should not be related with any illegal activity. If suppose I am making you contract that from tomorrow if you kill 2 people I will give you some of the money, the consideration which is involved in that contract, it is illegal by law. It is illegal by law. So that contract is ultimately become as a void or illegal contract that cannot be considered because its consideration is very unlawful. So as per a section we cannot make any consideration which is unlawful. And the last point is legal formalities. Legal formalities. Sorry. All the legal formalities you have to be clear, express before making contract. So when you are making contract, all the legal rules, formalities, work has to be described into that proper manner, in a consent manner. So after that you can make a valid contract. So all of these 10 essentials things when comes together have to be performed by the both parties. The contract has to be become as a valid contract. So when you are making a contract, you should be consider all these things as to be coming together. So we have to be rest here. I hope you all have enjoyed this lecture. Thank you.